Alright guys, so I have some very exciting news for you guys. Now, this is a little theory that I'm actually thinking is real. Now, comes from a comment from the user Carl Lotz and also somebody else on my channel. I'll find their comment in just a second after this one. Now, basically, he says that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 must be a sequel. So in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, we have a phone guy saying, they used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87. And guess what year it is? 1987. And guess what other thing the phone guy says in night 1? They spent such a small fortune on these new animatronics, facial recognition, advanced mobility. They even learned to walk around during the day. Isn't that neat? So apparently, the previous pizzeria, probably from the early 80s, phone guy states on night 5 was called Fred Bear's Family Diner, not Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, as it is called in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. And that makes sense, because if we take a close look at the old animatronics compared to the ones of Five Nights at Freddy's 1, they look pretty different, even for losing some parts. The old ones look even older than the ones from Five Nights at Freddy's 1. So following the things that phone guy states in night 1 of Five Nights at Freddy's 2, and he says what he says right here, he says, now I want you to forget anything you may have heard about the old location. You know, some people still have somewhat negative impressions of the company. The old restaurant was kind of left to rot for quite a while, but I want to reassure you, Fazbear Entertainment is committed to family fun and all the above safety. And then on night 2, the idea at first was to repair them. They even started retrofitting them with some of the newer technology, but they were just so ugly, you know? The smell. What I'm thinking is that maybe the murder of the 5 children and the whole stuffing in their suits thing happened in Fredbear's Family Dinner, where the old animatronics come from. Then, because of the incident, they closed and reopened again with new animatronics, more friendly to children, and with criminal facial recognition or whatever to make the place super safe. Until the new animatronics started acting up. Phone guy from night 4, Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Just as a side note though, try to avoid eye contact with any animatronics. Someone may have tampered with the facial recognition, we're not sure, but the characters may have been acting up very unusual, almost aggressive towards the staff. They interact with the kids just fine, but when they encounter an adult, they just stare. So probably that was the bite of 87, not Foxy biting some kid. One of the new animatronics biting a staff member. That I'm starting to suspect is going to be you, Jeremy Fitzgerald, when they moved you to the day shift. And basically he just kind of explains what happens from there. But basically, they're thinking that Foxy, or Toy Foxy, as he's called in the new one, or no, actually Jangles, why am I saying Toy Foxy? Basically, they're saying that he actually causes the bite of 87, and it's on you. So they're saying that this, for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is actually a prequel to number 1. And honestly, I think it matches up just fine. It seems like it's realistic. It seems like it actually happened. You know, it seems like something that would happen in the game. So now I want to read another comment from the user. Let me see if I can find it real quick. The user Jackinator. And he said, I've got it. This is a prequel. Because at the end of Night 6, there's an article that says Freddy Fazbear is closing. And that they will scrap the toy animatronics and keep the old ones in the hopes of reopening. Which results in Five Nights at Freddy's 1. Also, the check you get for the 5th night says 1987 on the check. Not enough? All the cutscenes for Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and the way Mangle kills you if by biting the top of your head, kind of like what happened with the bite of 87, right? Still not enough? In the call on the 6th night, he talks about someone took the golden Freddy suit, which matched up to the murder that killed the 5 kids. So all of these that I'm reading, they make a lot of sense, and there's so many comments basically just explaining how this could be possible. And honestly, I believe it myself. It does make a lot of sense, because when Foxy kills you, he bites you in the top of your head. And then, for instance, when, like he said on night 5, when you get your paycheck, the date is 1987. The bite happened, well, it's the bite of 87. And notice how in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, Scott never went into detail why or who bit who actually did the bite of 87. So I think, me personally, I think that these theories are correct. I think that Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a prequel, meaning, I mean, we actually just played number 1 basically, and the number 1 that we played is actually number 2. So it's pretty crazy to think about all this, but I want to hear you guys' opinions in the comment section down below. I am just dying to know what else is, what other details I can find on this, because it's super exciting, and I hope you guys are excited too. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.